Yes, Krista?
You mentioned that the answers are there for the questions that we have, and that we simply need to release in order for them to show up. Can you briefly summarize what that process is of releasing?
Yes, like for instance, if you happen to have a question, you don't have to manufacture them, but if you happen to have a question, like Ron, for instance, Ron had a question, said, I wonder why if Lester, he had all this. Like I was just explaining when I heard that from Robert, when he said how everything is predestined. I felt very flustered. I didn't like it. Experienced anger. And so all of that came up, and I let all of that go. And I just opened to have the answer, to have the clarity. And that's all I did. I let go of all the emotions that I had about that was generated by that question. And I opened to the clarity. And the beauty is that you become calm, relaxed, and actually you even feel, because what you are is so complete, you don't even feel that you need the answer. And in that completeness, the answer arises. And you are like, and it's just so intimate because it comes so complete. You see? So
in the process of coming up against a particular emotion that is surfacing, when you say I let go, that's a little easier said than done for me. What is that process?
So because doing it first, because I let go. It happens actually. That is, I'm so glad you pointed out, because it's not an I that let it go. It's what we did the meditation today. Aware of being aware. Just now, Krista, when you're just aware of being aware. And aware of that which is aware of movement, aware of sensations, yet transparent. Naturally, when you are aware of being aware, any sensation, if it's unconscious, that you might be sensing, which is the contraction of separation, for instance, that we don't feel it. We feel it on and on. Immediately you feel some loosening up. Just notice how it's immediate. And it's already loosening up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. And because what you are is timeless. And the sensations are made out of time. And when you choose to be timeless, that which is made out of time dissolves naturally. So all mind is made out of time. That is thoughts, feelings. They are made out of time. So any time, and that's the beauty, any time you choose of being aware, no matter what, immediately there will be a loosening up. The unconscious holding on for dear life that we have in the area of the chest and the gut, which is the sense of separation. So the beauty is that whether you release for a question, whether you release for what we call issues, whether we release for let go of tendency, whatever, what you're truly at any moment being released is the energy that is needed to stay separate. At every moment. Because it's the desire to be separate and the desire to be one is the same energy. So you're wanting to be one as much as you're wanting to be separate. Because it is about the wanting, the intensity of the wanting. And what is being released again is the wanting to be separate. So wanting to be separate from the answer. You see? Yeah. The moment because if you have a question, Krista, that question wouldn't arise if it wasn't because the answer is within you.
I don't understand.
The question wouldn't arise if it wasn't because the answer is already within you. But since we have the tendency that we need to go outside in the world to get the answer, so we go to gurus, so to speak, or we go to the doctor, so to speak, for answers. But in the teaching from Lester was go where the happiness, where everything is right within you. And within you then includes everything.
I love how simple it is. Simple and direct.
Yes, divine simplicity. It's so simple. It's really, really simple. I mean, when we look at it, we're talking about one single beingness. That's right. Even Jesus said so beautifully, I is the way. It was misinterpreted by minds. The way they saw him as a person, so they thought that it was I, Jesus, the body, mind is the way. No, he was talking about the I that we all have in common. So is this in that I which I love, and that's it's like the Roman number, the number 1. So yes, as you start to see the simplicity, is very inviting and is very beautiful because it takes you away from complexity. So as far as you want complexity, you will never see the simplicity. Yeah. But it's about simplicity. Yes. You're welcome.